Of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's live broadcast right here from our homeland radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. Thank you for joining us. We must continue in propagating this very gospel. Thank you. Our people are joining. Gospel for restoration, gospel for redemption, gospel for total freedom. And this very gospel lies on the truth. The enemy keep asking us our weapon because they want to see armament. They want to see every other thing used at war, which our fathers have also presented to the world. Our fathers have done that one and have made us proud. They protected this very land and kept this very map for us and saved this flag for us and every other things they kept for us. They have presented how strong Biafrans are. 67 to 70. The world can confirm it. Nigeria can confirm it. And this time around, IPOB is here to vindicate our fathers and also show the world how intelligent Biafrans are and how to prove to them that black people from Africa can maintain self-determination even in a country that claims to be on democracy, but they are all tyrants and dictators. Their leaders, Nigeria. We are able to agitate for Biafra under self-determination without being involved in criminality, without being involved in terrorism, without being even retaliating. Nigeria killed us in the open, in the eyes of the world. IPOB has never we never challenged them. Amnesty report to 2016 in Anambra, they said that every victims of these very army shootings of IPOB family members, they were all shot from the back. That is to say, IPOB was running. They were shooting us from the back. Amnesty said, if we can witness the killings of our people, shooting live bullets, and we did not say, okay, tomorrow protest, we will be on arms. We will be on arms. We resorted to implementing sit at home. Because we don't have weapon to challenge Nigerian army in protest. They never send civil defense. They always send the army to kill us. And we believe in self-determination. That's why we came to sit at home. We campaigned for it. It did not fall from heaven. Heaven instructed us, but we planned and evangelized our people. We strategized and made sure it came to reality that IPOB family members will no more be witnessing that very senseless killings. Rather, we will carry on Biafrans by sitting at home. It is another way of signaling to the world instead of protesting in a country that does not obey rule of law, even their own constitution. They always end up massacring us. That's why sit at home came. It did not come that we will kill our people. Sit at home did not come that we will enforce our people. It came to save lives instead of being killed, because the Nigerian government have determined to be killing us during protest. That's why we brought sit at home. Let us pray and handle the matter. Nare kele nare otuto nare ọjịja mma nare mbuli elu nare ichi isi ibuchi ịna-adị ruo ebi ebi. Imele onye nwe anyị, imele eze udo, imele eze mmeri. Nare ekele nare otuto maka ụbọchị taa n'aha gị chi ukwu okike. Abia amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise. Thank you. Excuse me. If I am not there. Let's move. Let's go direct to the topic. Share the program very wide. Is someone fighting for free Nnamdi Kanu? Have he been fighting for free Nnamdi Kanu, him and his criminal gang, or he have been fighting to replace Nnamdi Kanu? Before we go on that, let us read from him. This is the matter I come to treat. This is the matter I have come to treat. Because IPOB members have been vindicated. IPOB leadership have been vindicated. One thing with us is that we will continue pushing. Hence, we are on the right track. It doesn't matter when it leads to, when the time it leads us to. It doesn't matter. We will continue pushing until our enemies comes out by themselves. Who told you we can shift? You will get tired. We have no other thing to do than to restore Biafra. Enemy will get tired. Let us read from Infiltrator. Right? 1. Infiltrator's chief. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through Caroline Okorafor's mother, Adamma Brown, administered me oath of allegiance, supervised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. Test by moonlight. Okay, I am a now. Niman go now. You cannot sustain it. You can never sustain the heat of IPOB on a divine mission. He will press you down. And we buy naga. Talking. Number 1. Number 2. That before I accept to take oath, he's panicking. That before I accept to take oath, he convinced me that should in case anything happens to him, I am his replacement. No. This thing he is telling you, he did not say our leader said it from detention. He said they discussed it before he was kidnapped in Kenya, right? Number 3, that before I took the oath, he mandated me to take over the struggle if anything happens to him, including using his name. Including using his name, including using his name, a promise he fulfilled immediately he was kidnapped from Kenya by mandating me to take over the struggle from DSS dungeon. Excuse me, can me pero momozo. Please, our people should be present. Please, just focus. I'm back. Now, let us finish. I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry, I'm back. And me pero maka also nwa after a holiday. Thank you. Number 4, that during this oath of allegiance, the illegitimate son called Kanunta and other siblings was not part of this agreement. Neither does the defunct and expelled criminals in DOS part of it. 5, that by virtue of the above and many more, yet to be made public in fulfilling my own part of the agreement. I will continue to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name, picture, anyhow. Do you understand? I want until he is released. Since that it is only me and myself that can decide to stop using it when I want. 7. So when hiring, that one is over. Now, from this thing Sebirima wrote now, did you hear about free Nnamdi Kanu? Did you hear about free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Now let us go. What was their starting point? Monday sit-at-home suspension. True or false? True. Okay. What was their start? What did they start doing? Blackmailing of IPOB leadership, IPOB family members, that they took bribe to suspend Monday sit-at-home. That they don't want our leader to be free. From what Simon Ebema wrote, is there anything pointing at freeing Nnamdi Kanu, or is he only talking about taking over from Nnamdi Kanu? Just answer me. Now let us go to the first one. The first one, number 1 here, is that what he is saying here, what he lied here, have nothing to do with IPOB. There's nothing like a position called Adam Mabeke in IPOB. In IPOB, we have from down, unit, zone, local government, senatorial, state, national, continental, and HOD, then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did you hear about Adam Mabeke? Now, on the oath Ebirima told you he took, what is the name of his unit? You take oath under unit or zone. Where did you take oath? This oath that you was forced. This kind of oath you was forced to take. So we are asking you, Ebirima, since you have been fighting IPOB, blackmailing us, I ask you, how does it relate to free Nnamdi Kanu? All these things you are talking about now. Everything you are talking about is take over, take over, take over, take over. That is to say, you are not to free Nnamdi Kanu. You said the agreement has been made, so you know he's going to go to jail, so you have made agreement to take over. Then why are you talking about free Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Why do you convince people? But we unveiled your mission earlier. We unveiled it. What we said about Ebirima, that he was in a mission by the federal government and Southeast politicians. We are asking you, is it true or false? All the blackmailing of IPOB leadership, that they collected money and suspended Monday sit-at-home, did Nnamdi Kanu not blame IPOB leadership for allowing one to cross? And that's what a father should do. That's what a father should do. He will not be marking everything for us good. And we are happy that he vindicated IPOB leadership. With that blame, why do they allow the first one to come? That is, why do IPOB leadership allow the first sit-at-home to happen? On the 9th of August, 2021, a blame from our leader, pointing out that IPOB leadership said the truth, that Nnamdi Kanu suspended Monday sit-at-home. But they allowed the first one to pass. Right? They said it on radio before our leader started bringing this thing out. Now, was that not the starting point of Ebirima and Nelly of Ebu and all the criminals? Now, compare it with what Ebirima is saying here. He's talking about taking over. Like we said, that's what we told you. And that's what we have been doing. We told you that that is the only weapon Nigerian government have. If we press them down in the court, then we confront their weapon. Because everybody that channel with Ebirima is an enemy of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. It doesn't matter your emotion. It doesn't matter how they convince you or your belief. You are a direct enemy. Nnamdi Kanu said, The hardcore IPOB are still here. He said, if you leave IPOB, anything that make you to leave IPOB, that means you are not meant to be in IPOB. Our leader said it. That's what I've been telling you, that our leader have no business with you if you leave IPOB. But they told you, when our leader is out, say you are a fool, you are an idiot. Now Simon have unveiled his plan, which you have been saying. Is it different? Ask yourself. Now he's not telling you about agreement. He's now afraid. He's now afraid. Afraid of what? Though they did not do it when they were asked to do it. Just because Noru Nakugo and IPOB. And we have done so. And Biafra agitators, they are criminals that send our brokers to them. They know what we are saying. Nnamdi Kanu now came to at the last and busted the camp of the enemy. Immediately he did it. I said the enemy's camp have busted. I made the broadcast. Nnamdi Kanu have busted the enemy's camp. Final, because IPOB have protected IPOB family and protected Nnamdi Kanu. His duty now is to point at the direct enemy, and he sent a letter. The letter was a pointing arrow, telling the world who is the man doing, telling the world that this is the man killing our people in the name of a falsity at home. That's what our leader did. Like I told them that you cannot defeat him. The power Nnamdi Kanu have from detention, because you think you are free. That man, he can give any order, anything can happen. If you want IPOB to destroy something now, he will tell us. He knows when it is red. He knows when it is green. You cannot tell him when there is danger. He's the one that will tell you. Odogu will tell you. Nnamdi Kanu. He will tell you when there is danger. You that is outside, you are making steps. He will call you and tell you, no, it is wrong. That is when you will confirm that this man is different from what you thought. You that is outside, thinking you are wise. Odogu will direct you. Odogu will correct you. Odogu Nnamdi Kanu, he will lead you direct to the normal path. Because he's in a divine mission. What have Eberiman achieved for 2 years than killing our people? Just be sincere. What was their point? Monday said that don't free Nnamdi Kanu. Have it free Nnamdi Kanu. Just say the truth. Stop listening to Radio Biafra. Was that not what they complained? They told you Radio Biafra will stop. Is that how to take over? Taking over, who are you going to lead? You blackmail everybody. So they tell you to take over. As if IPOB works like that. In IPOB, you must... How do you take oath without belonging to a zone? Our leaders supervise your oath. And there was no national coordinator. You were in Finland and people in America were supervising your oath in Finland. Right? And who was watching your leg? Whether you were putting on stockings or you were marching on the leg, on the ground. There is no position called Adama Beke. There is no position in IPOB called Caroline Uchenna. There is no position in IPOB leadership called Uchenna Caroline. As a person, you may be appointed to be a secretary to our leader. You are not in IPOB code of conduct. You are not there. You are not there. What we have there is leader of IPOB, Mazi Maduabuchi, HOD, Mazi Chikedozi, continental reps, national coordinators, state coordinators. In abroad, they have regional coordinators. But in Biafra land, from state, you have senatorial coordinators. Now, down to local government, down to the zone, down to unit. I ask you, in all this, what is it called? Arms of leadership of IPOB that I have just counted for you now. Which one was present? Which one was involved in your allegation against innocent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Which one was involved? Was there your unit coordinator involved? Eberima? No. Was there your zonal coordinator involved? No. Was your state coordinator involved? No. Was the regional coordinator involved? No. Was the national coordinator involved? No. So Adam Abeke was involved. Caroline Newton. You are one of the most foolish Igbo men I have ever seen. So you thought that we left what we are doing and some have been dying. He said that one day one Ohanese Ndibo leader in Finland will come and lead IPOB. One Ohanese Simon Ohanese Ndibo leader in Finland. Then you will now become a leader of IPOB from somewhere, not even a unit member. You have mental problem. So those shouting with Eberima, this thing he wrote now. Let us go to the second one. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Caroline Okorafor. Just imagine Okorafor's mother, Adam Mabeke, administered me. Okay, administered oath of allegiance, supervised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, it was the woman herself that was in charge of the oath. That is Adam Mabeke. So is Adam Mabeke a unit coordinator, or is it so somebody will be in Finland and somebody in America will take the oath and you write English, Nnamdi Kanu supervise it. And then ask every other IPOB family member if that is how IPOB take oath. There are people Nnamdi Kanu took oath by himself. By himself. How can he call the mother of somebody he appointed secretary? He called mother of secretary Nnamdi Kanu to administer you an oath, and Nnamdi Kanu supervise it. So Nnamdi Kanu does not have the knowledge of IPOB unit zone in Finland. You don't have the. So you are doing the one on phone. When Finland, we have IPOB in Finland. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot send you, direct you to a unit coordinator, zonal coordinator, regional coordinator, state coordinator, or national coordinator in Finland. He will not direct you to Adam Mabeke. Adam Mabeke. Mad people everywhere. So look at what you are writing. So if you read this thing this man is writing, can this man represent a people? Unless criminal gangs. Because criminals will not understand that what he's saying have no place in the law. What this man is saying. He says he's a lawyer. Where have this thing have a place in the law? In Finland already, IPOB, in Finland government, journalists have called IPOB 2022, 2020, this one, 2023 early this year, and ask them if someone ever is IPOB member, when he claimed to be IPOB leader. The answer was no. Did Simon challenge IPOB with any proof? No, he was on his broker saying, a man powerful. Instead of him to present Biafra matter to foreign journalists, he was there talking about Emma. I was expecting Iberima to sack Imapuafo. I was also expecting Iberima to defend his membership in IPOB. Why not say this then? Why did you not tell Finnish government that you had an agreement with Nnamdi Kanu to take over? You think you can just come up and lie and go? Do you think Nnamdi Kanu respond to this kind of thing? Ụfọdụ chekwara director pụta ya abịa akpọ ndị a iwe onye iberibe ịla n'iyi onwe ọfịs director na-esetịghị ugbu ọ nọ na detention onwe ọfịs na-adịghị functional. It is their duty ịgwa ha na nke ese ekwe ha settle, this one ekwe ha settle, so ya lekwe nke a ya lelezie ndị a na-esettle ya ọfụma ya oleba ya anya inside IPOB, not outside IPOB. If people enweghị brain, so Nnamdi Kanu ga-aga kpọkọwa Biafrans na Poko Hassan Nenugu Kendi Nana Ibehanade Nama Nenugu Kendi Oga, he speak to us, give us instruction through IPOB family members. He only lead IPOB to restore Biafra. He does not lead Biafra people. You cannot be leading a nation to restore a nation. You can lead your people, a group, movement, to restore a nation. What is the name of your group, movement, or organization? Our name is IPOB. It is not people. What is your own? I will be using the name of IPOB. If you are member of IPOB or if you are IPOB, will you still be using the name of IPOB? Can IPOB leadership say, we want to be using the name of IPOB? Can IPOB family member say, I want to be using the name of IPOB? They cannot say it because they already are IPOB. But you are not. That's why I say I will be using. But through what you told Dokubo, he said you are autopilot. So Nnamdi Kanu handed you over to become autopilot. I don't know. So did he say you should take over and lead IPOB or to lead autopilot? I'm asking. I'm asking every man. Prime Minister, so onye aga Prime Minister, onye a ihe amadu dere, ihe onye adere. So nwa gị de ihe a na-agị value nwa gị. Ihe o Prime Minister go, ihe le ashara na-akọ. Everybody na-ege ihe ọ na-akọ na if we left the struggle for them, onye apụta bịa na-akọ ihe a. Kedu ihe ndị mmadụ ga-ekwu? Do you onwe gị that read this thing? How did you feel? How did you feel? Give one support him after reading this thing that he said it was an agreement, he supervised his Nnamdi Kanu mere ihe ha mere. Through Adamma Beke. Uchenna Caroline's Okorafo mother. Eji nye the oath as IPOB unit coordinator or zonal coordinator. Anumpa. Ogwe wela go ni. Onwela mazin na do Biafra. Nese na gari take over. Have everybody not seen you are not fighting to free Nnamdi Kanu? You said you are in agreement to take over. Struggle. Not even take over IPOB. Take over the struggle is different from IPOB because Benjamin Onwuka is in the struggle to restore Biafra. Uwazirike is in the struggle to restore Biafra. Right? IPOB is in the struggle. So you take over the struggle. Go to your those innocent dodgy, you take over their struggle. You take over BNL struggle. You take over everybody's struggle. Because the struggle for Biafra restoration, there are so many groups. IPOB is a movement. Thank you. Do you understand? Ask yourself, with what is happening now, was it Berima fighting to free Nnamdi Kanu? Just be sincere to yourself. Have a claim. Get me a result from all the killings he carried. Get me a report, a result, pointing to free Nnamdi Kanu. Just get me a result. Hey, if not what he's doing, Nnamdi Kanu would have been killed. You are an idiot. You are a fool. What is he doing? Killing Biafrans. So you kill Biafrans to save Nnamdi Kanu. Or is it not the duty of the enemy to kill Biafrans that are saving Nnamdi Kanu? As it happened in Afaruku, the enemy killed Biafrans. Not Biafrans killed Biafrans to free Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. But enemy came and killed us in Python Dance. Not Biafrans that killed us in National High School, it was the enemy. It was very clear for us to report. How do you want us to report your own? Mpo was very easy for us to report because the enemy carried it on. So how do you tell me you were killing Biafrans, suffering them, breaking blockage, placing blockade? That is, you want to bring back Wachok, right? Pointing at Nnamdi Kanu freedom, which was a lie and all lies because the truth is here. Your intention is what you are writing, not what you agree with Nnamdi Kanu. You didn't make any agreement. Did you understand? It wasn't agreement. You are just concocting lies because Nnamdi Kanu, he have given you letter. He did not give IPOB. He was simply singling you out. He did not add Biafrans. He just tell those that are supporting you. Now, to say that you are the only person who have been doing it, you don't need a group. It is your duty when you start facing your matter, you call your group. Do you understand? Now, for that letter that Nnamdi Kanu released, busted the camp of the enemy. How? He did not give the letter to IPOB. Because IPOB is not involved in your criminality. The letter went to the chief terrorist. Do you understand? And then Nnamdi Kanu now backed it up with inviting leaders from the East, messaging them direct, separating the chaff completely. And that's when they started fighting, both them and Kanunta and Jimako. You know, Jimako is now like he will write this one, he will write this one, he will write this one. What is he writing? That Benjamin Madbook, I will treat Jimako. That Mama's Benjamin Madbook said gave us a message that what Jimako had been saying is truth. But he did not tell us that the interview Jimako had in Arise was directed by Nnamdi Kanu. He did not tell us that his tweets all came from Nnamdi Kanu. The message he sent to you is different from what you do. What Jimako does, you deliver message, you do another thing. So Nnamdi Kanu tell you that there is faction IPOB. Is that what Jimako want to tell me? Jimako, we know what Madbook said. We accepted your messages, but we said stop crossing boundary. After delivering message, you start instigating. Those tweets you make, did it come from Nnamdi Kanu? Don't we see message of Nnamdi Kanu? Don't we see it? You say Onyendu said. Yes, you write it. Now you come down, you put your own. We took the message of Walida, then we counter your own, you added. We know the voice of our father. The interview and the Twitter you made about using the video of Mike Ozokome, Sam, and the Barrister Jofo as they were addressing the press, that video, Jimako, that video you used. What did you write on the tweet? You said factional IPOB Simon Ebert. When did that happen? When did Nnamdi Kanu tell you to write that? When did he tell you? Did he tell you to write factional IPOB? Was that part of what Nnamdi Kanu was telling you? It wasn't. We know the message of our leader. These ones you are doing, those private chats you have with Simon Ebert, did it come from our leader? Ejimako. Those things you were representing Simon Ebert in Enugu. So it was from our leader. So each okay, you want us to join your personal life with the message of our leader Ejimako as if we are not wise. We knew the messages of our leader and we counter your own. We take the one from our leader. And we told you that because you are meeting our leader, you should not